good old pawn shop today. We'll take it in. Saw a camper over there, but yeah, going into Princeton Pawn. We'll check it out and see what we can find. Should be interesting. Should be nice. And ain't been here a month, and so before work, check it out, see what we can find, and see what we can do here. Ain't it? Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay. Oh, I don't think I had this one. That looks like an interesting movie. Dude, where's my car? Dude. This will be a nice, interesting one. Check it out, see if the disc's in here. But yep. PlayStation 2. Here's some Xbox 360s. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. It's been so long since I've been in this mall, I didn't realize it, but this Five Below has taken the spot of the old FYE. So, yes, everything $5 and below. This is pretty unique. I mean, got some posters here. Got the Beetlejuice poster. Let's see. There's Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Let's see. Got a little Spider-Man. Got Wolverine. Deadpool. Oh, that's a nice one. Wolverine and Deadpool. That's a nice one. Yeah. 222 Garfield. Hey, there's Godzilla. Yeah, this thing is taking the place of FYE. I didn't know it. There's another Deadpool. Yeah. There's a classic Beetlejuice poster. I like that one.
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
Wouldn't be so bad, you know. Friday the 13th. It's a cool poster. I don't have room for any more posters. I'm just sitting there looking at Transformers #1, 2. They got a lot of Wolverine and Deadpool posters. Yeah, it's just Squid Game posters, and yeah. This is what, you know. First time I've ever been in here. Yeah, this place used to be rocking, man. The small ones. But yeah, this is the Five Below. I've wondered what, you know. I wondered about this place. I know they put one out here, and my niece was wanting to come out here, and I never would have imagined it would take FYE. I thought FYE would be here until the end of days, you know. They've been, it just feels like an era is over with without FYE out here. Disney Stitch. It says Five Below, but you got stuff marked over $5. It's false advertising. Basketball hoop. That's the basketball hoop I can jam on. I bet I can dunk on that. No, I could. I could be like Shaq.
Take it through the hole, Shaquille.
Here's the board games and stuff. Or, I guess board games. Fighting card, yeah. I guess this is the board game section. But yeah, it's just weird, you know. I was like, I feel like an era is over with without FYE in here, you know. it's just a weird store, you know. They got toys. I mean, there's a lot of Lilo and Stitch stuff in here. It's five. I think I'm going to call this store Five Below Lilo and Stitch. That seems to be what mostly this store is. Okay, I like this. These shirts are so cool. I like that So Fly. If these are $5, I'm gonna check them out. I like that. At $5.55, let me look for a So Fly shirt. So Fly. Respect my authority. Yeah, Mercer Mall used to be rocking. There's old Claire's. It's going out of business. I don't think it's got much time left. I don't think they found anything in there, but man alive, this mall used to be rocking when I was a kid. But I can't believe FYE's out of the mall. That's shocking. That shows you how long I ain't been in this mall. I knew the Five Below would come into this mall, but this was just new, you know. Here's the empty storefront. It's just one of those things, man. 25 cents for the candy. I mean, this mall used to be hopping in the day. As a kid, you'd want to come out here and hang out with everybody, but I think this mall was on its last legs. I mean, on the weekends, this mall used to be, like I said, on a Saturday. There's a new store, Hats and More Pearson. That's a new place, but yeah, it's weird to be out here on a near fall day. There's Sydney Sweeney. Has great jeans, you know. I think her last movie bombed. Yeah, walking up through here. Spencer's is still here. Spencer's is still holding on, you know. I think it's probably the oldest store in the mall now. I remember going in there at times. We'd look around through crazy stuff, the fart book and all this crazy stuff they'd have in there. Here's something I've never seen before. BOT, BOT products. I think I'm gonna go get me a kayak and hit the water. Eddie, what do you think, bro? You think we should hit the A-team would be riding on that? That would be funny. I'm gonna get on the kayak and ride that thing. It's time to go into Expensive Books a Million. I remember one time I wanted to get a membership card from him, and he was trying to sell me a membership card. I'm like, no, you know, I used the membership card myself. He's like, no, we want you to pay for it. I was like, nah, that's why I never did do it. Got Ozzy, old Ozfest, buddy. I used to watch this on pay-per-view. Did you ever see the Ozfest on pay-per-view? It was like in the early 2000s, and I remember sitting down and watching it, and it's a bunch of the bands, and Ozzy welcomed us to, you know. I'm glad he got his last moment in the sun, man. That was kind of sweet, you know. It was a sweet deal. Look at this, I'm making a good trade in. The Last End, The Haunting, the Trees Have Eyes. I was trying to get Sean to take The Invisible Man, but he's like, no.
I can't buy nothing, keep touching it.
I'm gonna make sweet love.
Time to go.
Hello, children. Hello, children.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
So you want that in trade?
Yeah, let's see what we can do.
I think it's 24. No. 25.
That's gonna be PlayStation 3. I got
Yeah, you got to keep it stock.
Terminator Salvation.
Trying to get these those. I like it. Pretty neat. Yeah. So I got an old picture. It's not John Wayne. It might be Colonel Wayne. And it's in a picture frame like John Wayne.
That's possible. You have to catch in.
They got some new stuff here.
But well, like I said, it's gonna be like 2 more weeks. He's on vacation.
Yeah, I'll check back.
Just call him and ask him if he's here, and then
You got a card?
yeah, right there.
Pictionary. I think it's been here, but Shadows of the Damned. I got this one.
He likes stuff like
This is nice. I got
This
this
is a
one
real
back
picture
years
frame.
ago.
In a frame like that, real frame. I don't know if it's Colonel Jackson or one who he's an old man beard, an artist drew.
Kingo. I don't know that.
I was like I said, I had
That's a new one.
here.
Paint pinball. That's a nice little game there. But yeah. Capcom Essentials. That's a nice one.
See who, you got a signal
I've got
around the side.
Resident Evil 6 and that. That's a nice little trend pack. I don't think I've seen that here. Great games. Brock Lesnar. UFC, NHL, $3.95. They marked that one down. NHL 15. Yeah.
You never know.
That's small.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. That'd be a nice one. Lost Ruins.
Y'all don't buy a knife or anything, do you? No. Well, I'll bring that to you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
See it.
And I'll bring some of these, rafts.
Gotcha.
Thank you, man, appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Yes, sir.
That's kind of cool. I might get that. It's cheap. I see y'all got some new stuff in, Sean. Y'all been few. Tales of Arise. Got Tom Brady over here. Man, I just left Mercer Mall. And well, there's a reason why this solar mission is called Sad Mall Edition. Dear Lord, man, I ain't been there in a couple years, and man, that mall looked like pure crap. That mall was in bad shape, man. I mean, I could just, the Five Below was probably the only interesting store to go in. That says a lot. But now I'm heading into GameStop, and let's take GameStop in, you know, see if Daryl's in. Yeah, it was a sad mall, man. It was a sad.
There's not much of it.
They had a new. I didn't know FYE was out of it, right? And I walked up there looking for FYE. I was like, "Where's FYE at?" I was like, "What is this store Five Below?" And I realized that was the store that took its place. I was like, "Okay, this surprised me."
There it is. I found it. Missing one t-shirt.
Good come mama.
You will.
Iris Fall. Looks interesting. Moonlighter. I actually picked up that game recently. Moonlighter. I actually picked it up. It's an RPG game. I actually picked that up.